The new year's a natural point of reflection to look back at what you've been accomplished so far, new goals you want to reach.
That's for sure, but it's not easy for everyone to figure out what they actually want in life, whether it's personal or professional.
That's right. Well, Kim Rittberg is the host of the podcast Mom's Exit Interview, and she's joining us now with some ways to help figure out a path for 2023. Kim, nice to see you this afternoon.
Thanks so much for having me.
You know, I know your podcast helps parents figure out a work-life balance, so you know what it takes to make a change in life. What is the first thing, though, somebody should do before they make any big decisions at all?
I think the very first thing you need to do is sit before you quit. Sometimes it can seem dramatic. You're going to slam that door and just run out, but you really are going to be haunted by whatever it was if you don't really confront it. So many people, they're looking for either more flexibility, or maybe they're looking for better balance, a noble goal. Maybe they're looking to make more money. Whatever that is, that's totally fine. But you really have to have that clarity to guide you. Because if you're starting a new business, there are ups and downs. That's normal. But when you have that clarity, you can sit with it. I started my own business. I left media after 15 years. And there are ups and downs. But I always know that it was my choice. And I have such clarity knowing that it was to have more balance and to have more time with my kids. And that's been a guiding factor.
No doubt about it. And you definitely want to make sure that you're not hot-headed or upset when you make these decisions. You want to be real even-tempered and think it through. All right, if you do want to change, what should be the first steps?
Oh my goodness. Once you identify what you want to do, the magic is in the marketing. You have to get out there and tell everyone. If you're hiding from networking or you're hiding from social media, you're only hiding from your own success. I have so many clients who are out there on social media letting people know how they can help them, how they can help each other, how they can build their referral network. And they're finding so much success by doing that. A lot of people feel self-conscious, right? They don't want to get out there and tell people what they're doing. But you have to remember the majority of people who are in your social media network or in your personal network, they're supporting you. They like you and they want to see you succeed. So it's really important to go out there and let people know what you're doing.
Well, so what do you recommend for people who want to ditch corporate like you did and grow or start their own business for budding entrepreneurs, if you will?
Confidence is key. Once you identify what that is and you want to have a small business, you have to believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. So I love the tip, fake it till you make it. I have a more tangible tip that I advise people. One thing I do in my business is on-camera media training. So if you're not feeling confident, one thing you can do is look at your own resume. You always own your own accomplishments. Even if you're starting a new chapter of your life, you own all those amazing things you do. And it's normal to feel a little bit of self-doubt or imposter syndrome. That's a normal feeling, but you need to counteract that with reality. You know, everyone has accomplishments and skills and talents, and don't lose sight of that. So confidence is key. And one thing I cannot say enough is harnessing the power of social media, specifically video and podcasts, because the opportunity to create authentic connections from your couch, from your office, is unbelievable. And business owners who are harnessing that find themselves at an advantage, because you can be home. Yeah, you can be home and connecting with all these people from around the world and around the country. And I see that with my clients. They're growing their client base, they're growing their network, and they're growing their referral lists by being out there. And especially video, it's so three-dimensional. You know, you're on TV. People really build that relationship with you. They feel like they know you. And lastly, podcasts. There are 4 million podcasts out there, and there's a reason. It's an amazing way. Isn't that amazing? It's 4 million podcasts. Yeah, and the reason why is because people are building these tight connections with people. They're in your ear. I mean, it's very personal. So when you're getting to know a podcast host, it's a great way to build your business, to build your client network, to build your fan base. And then on the other side, if you're a guest on podcasts, you are able to level yourself up from a professional to a thought leader, from professional to an expert. I have so many clients that are doing podcasts that are seeing that success for themselves because it is such a great way to do it. And I myself have seen it as the host of a podcast. You know, you can get booked on speaking gigs, you're getting new clients, and you're really growing your network in a very authentic way.
We need your enthusiasm.
Yeah,
that's what they need. You need to sell your enthusiasm.
Just in a bottle.
Yes,
it'll
right?
be like
There's
a
your
holiday
business
gift.
idea.
Yeah, really good, Kim. We appreciate that. Thank you so much for joining us today and sharing all these tips. And if you want more information on Kim, finding your balance for 2023, you can go to her website. You can follow her on Instagram. It's Kim Rittberg.